position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches him. They're short of the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Made a defender miss. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Nittany Lions have this offense rolling.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
Snags it down the right side. Into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored the touchdown, and that was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the option. The pitch. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense it back. It's a turnover.
And that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry your running back sticks it on the floor. Defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Penn State!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Waddle. Flips it out on the screen. At the 45 on its way. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be complete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Fires on the run. Brings it down on the right side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go. The football had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. When you you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The screen, and watch out. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Forced out of the pocket. He throws into the middle of the field. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. He's at the and it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Bama! What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Marshall. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will open from the 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unleashes it on the run. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming out.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. In the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He unleashes a long one. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. looking downfield. It's Waddle. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position, and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. It's a fumble on the play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Well, they've got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the...
Breaks into the open. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Gets it out quickly. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Fielded in the end zone, it's high. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Work on offense now. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. 1st and goal from the 3. Now the pitch. Touchdown time! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that high field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense.
He's got it all right. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that. Go make a big play. And
a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
my job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They're working that left side. He is stopped short. The 2-point conversion, no good, and they cannot take the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this. There he goes! Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
You get the big play, now to pay it off. 1st and 10 in the red zone. give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
He'll pitch it. Bulldozes his way through. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by a field goal over James Madison. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Rolling right and going deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll take another shot here. And he makes the catch at the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Calls his own number. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Waddle. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Trying to get behind the defense. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. They convert the fourth down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Wants to go up top on first down. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man quickly. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Keeps looking downfield. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He gets it in there for the two-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Waddle. Buys a little time with his feet. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
This time it's complete. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now on the move. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. Quarterback gets the first down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Back to throw, it's Waddle. That's reeled in, it's Miles.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. Running into the open space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? Third, it's a passing situation. The defense knows that they do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach, that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Back to throw, it's Waddle. It's complete on the right side. He's not gonna make it, and he couldn't get there to tie the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got some room to run.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will give them the lead.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. South Alabama is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 17 to ULM. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going right to work up top. Now improvising. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes the grab on the big throw. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. Buys a little time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. The screen, he can go. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Using his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
A designed run for the quarterback. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Waddle. Pulls it in. It's Miles. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Line getting set on second down. On the move. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Turning it on! A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. slides right down the middle. And they go back on top. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of...
Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. Touchdown, Penn State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. They want to run this quarterback. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. Snags it on the right. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They move on top here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over BYU. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Waddle. Fires left. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Waddle. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And they trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Got enough for the first down. Touchdown time! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point is good. They're up by 3, and a field goal would just bring us even. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. From the gun, looking for a man. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the grab right down the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
And this offense has got to pick their spots, right? Like, you got to use the sideline if you can, get the big plays and get the first downs. Be very smart here down the stretch of this game, maximizing yards, but maximizing time.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Deep shot for the end zone. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spot, like make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
They're already in field goal range. They've got time to take some shots. Need to be urgent, but don't rush.
Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Obviously, that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Will line up for one of the biggest kicks in this game. And with 4 seconds left, this one to save the game. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And in the waning seconds of the game, they tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Timeout on the field, and everyone wanting to make sure that they're locked in on this play in overtime. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Back to pass. Working that left side now. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. completion here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw. He's got it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Penn State! And they score first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Waddle. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Now, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
3rd down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Now sliding to his left. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you've got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. To the ground with the back. Shakes off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink now. Do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They'll run it. It's Burns. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. Dropping back, it's Waddle. Can't do it better than that. The two-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. In front of them, they have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The screen, and watch out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Using the quick game. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Lost to throw again. Big fella moving. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Third and goal here in overtime, and they need a touchdown. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
I think the quarterback showed his head coach a lot on that last touchdown pass, the poise and the confidence. And because of that, David, on this upcoming two-point play, you might just put it back into his hands and let him go win it for you.
Yeah, man, I need it again, right? Like these rules, I got to go for 2. This is a clutch moment. Obviously, got to come up big. Do you trust him again? You worked on these two-point plays all year long, all week long. That's what you do. You know the rules. Now you got to go execute.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They need this two-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They've got to get it in on the two-point try to force a third overtime. They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. He got it. Two-point try is good, and we'll keep playing football in triple overtime.
And here we go again. Goodness gracious, another tie ball game, another overtime. These teams just going back and forth, answering the call over and over again.
David, I hope you don't have a flight you have to catch after this game because we are going to be here a while. This is back and forth in overtime. Everybody's converting two-point plays. I don't even want this game to stop.
So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now it's all two-point conversion attempts from here on out. Looking to throw. Tremendous execution to get the two, and now they turn up the heat. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on. Miss it and lose. Looking to throw, it's Waddle. Bringing the heat. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.